Hey guys, today we are making a cat quilt block, and as a crazy cat lady, this may very well be my favorite. Actually, you know what? We're making two blocks. Okay, here's the thing. As I am talking to you guys, I am still debating which block to make. So this idea just crossed my mind. Why don't we make both? Both are super simple to make, as usual. You know, those are my favorite kind of blocks, and they are the cutest blocks ever. Now, but before we start, I would like to invite you to check out our brand new corner of Patreon. You know, I have such big plans for it, because there's just so much I want to share with you guys that has proven not to be YouTube's cup of tea. You know, the longer, more in detail, real-time projects I want to make, the live sewing sessions. There is just so much I have planned that I think you are going to love. And of course, your support will come a very long way in helping me create content and do what I love every single day. And for that, I am very, very grateful. So I'm leaving the link in the description for you guys to take a look, okay? Okay, back to our cat quilt blocks. For the first one, we will need a white fabric and a pattern fabric, okay? From the pattern fabric, I cut a 5 by 10 inch rectangle, one 3 by 5 inch rectangle, and two 2.25 by 2.25 inches square, and two 2.5 by 2.5 inches squares. Okay, now for our white fabric, we cut one 5 by 5 inch square, one 5 by 2 inch rectangle, and one 2.5 by 2.5 inch square. And that's it. Our first step will be to take this larger pattern rectangle and our teeny tiny white square and sew them on like so, okay? That way we will fold and have something like this. And if you'd like, you know, you can just get a ruler like this and a pen. Don't worry, because it won't show after the fact. And you know, just draw one line like this so you'll know exactly where to sew. And then just pin both fabrics together like so, if you want to play it safe. Let's sew. Okay, so we are back, and now we are going to trim this excess off, okay? So we just can leave a very small margin, doesn't have to be a big one, and we cut. That's it. And now we press. And this is our kitty body. Next, we take our white rectangle and our two smaller pattern squares to make our ears like so. Now we want this to be just like that, yeah. Be mindful of the direction, okay? We want the larger side to be next to the line, okay? Not the other way around. So, you know, the other way around would be if we put it like this. That's not what we want, okay? We want the ears to come out like that. So we just pin this. And the same thing here. Okay, we're going to sew one at a time, okay? Okay, so here is one. And now for our second one, like so. Okay, now we press before we remove the excess, of course. And as you may just realize, this is our kitty ears, like that. Okay, so now we are going to sew our kitty head to our kitty ears like that. Here's our kitty head. And all there's left to do is to add this white square right here and the rest of the body right there, and there's your kitty. Okay, so first things first, let's do this. Okay, next step is to press our little kitten like so. Let's press it. And that's it, you guys. We have made our cute little cat facing left, and you can make him or her, you know, face right. You just mirror all we have done, and you know, the head goes this way, this tail goes this way, and that's it. That's all you need to do. First cute block done, and cute as promised. Do you agree? And now we have our next block that's actually made of 4 cats. You know, what's better than one cat? Several cats. That's my life motto and I am sticking to it. Now there are 4 cats, 2 sitting, 2 lying down, and the template for each 2 sitting is exactly the same, except it's mirrored, and it's the exact same thing for the ones lying down, okay? So we have a sitting cat facing left, a sitting cat facing right, a lying cat facing left, and a lying cat facing right. That means I will show you the 2 different templates, one sitting and one lying down, and then I'll just show you the finished result with all 4. Now for the pattern fabric, we will need 3 rectangles. One 2.5 by 4.5 inches, one 6.5 by 4.5 inches, and one 6.5 by 3.25 inches. And for the white fabric, we will need just 2 rectangles. One 6.5 by 3.25 inches, and one 1.75 by 4 inches. And for the ears, we will need 2 by 2 inches squares. And that's exactly where we'll start. We will take our 2 by 2 inch squares and our 4 by 1.75 white rectangle, and we will sew our ears just like we did with the previous quilt block, diagonally. We make our diagonal line like so. 1 and 2, and now we add them to our white, so it will go something like, oops, something like, that's why the direction is always very important. We will go something like this. Let's sew. And these are our kitty ears. Now for our cat bottom, we take our 4.5 by 3.25 inch white rectangle and our 6.5 by 3.25 pattern rectangle, and we sew them across like so. So we will get something like this. And again, you can easily make a line from here to here to make sure you know exactly where to sew. Now we trim off our excess. And here we have our bottom. Okay, now we are joining our kitty ears to our kitty head like so. And now we need to sew this to the rest of our body, and then we'll have a kitty. Can you see it already? So cute. Let's go. Here we go. Now we sew this one to this one. Almost there. We pressed and we trimmed, and that is done. We pressed and we trimmed, and that is done. And I have another mirrored sitting cat right here. Okay, now for our lying cats. And first we will need 3 rectangles from our pattern fabric. 2.5 by 4.5, 4.5 by 5, and 5 by 7 inches right here. And we'll need 3 rectangles for our white fabric. 5.5 by 7, 3.5 by 4.5, and 2.5 by 2.5. Well, that's actually a square, so 2 rectangles and 1 square. And then our ears, same fabric as the other ones, 2 squares of 2 by 2 inches. We take our 5 by 3.5 white rectangle and our 2 tiny ear squares, and you do exactly what we did for the sitting cat, okay? So we want it like this and like this, leaving a little more white at the top. Okay, let's sew. And then we go with our ears. Okay, so now we sew this rectangle to our 2.5 by 4.5 pattern fabric, and that will be our head. Let's go. Okay, and this is the rest of our body, and we are going to sew it. Okay, so next we take our 5 by 7 pattern fabric and our teeny tiny 2.5 by 2.5 white square, and we are going to sew the booty just like we did for our first quilt block. Remember, this will be our cat bottom, just like so. And this is why I wanted to do both quilt blocks, because they are just so similar it made no sense to make them separate. You know, we can totally do both of them real quick, and then you get to decide which one is your favorite cat. And that is our bottom. Next we are adding the top of our quilt block like so. Almost there, guys, almost there. This is the body and the bottom of our cat, and this is the head. And now all there's left to do is sew these two bits together like so. And you know what comes next, right? We are going to press, and then we are going to trim, and that'll be that. Okay, our lion cat is done, and here is its mirrored version. Okay, now to join this huge quilt block together so we will get the final awesome result. Okay, I think this is definitely the better version of this quilt block, and we are just going to sew this whole thing together. And there you have it, guys. Kittens galore, just the way I like it. I have to say, I should not have learned how to make these quilt blocks, because now I just want to make kitty quilts, you know, in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Anyway, thank you for doing this with me. I hope you had fun. I clearly had a blast, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye bye!